Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of September 14th. Now, I believe this is the last week for the Mythic Plus schedule to be set, and so it isn't technically defined yet, but I am going to take a guess this week, see if I'm right. I believe this week we'll end up having Tyrannical, Bolstering, Explosive, and Tormented. Tyrannical, Bolstering, Explosive, and Tormented. I could be wrong, though. If I am wrong, my apologies. But I do believe this should be the last week, and then we should have the schedule set for the rest of the season of 9.1, 9.1, 9.1.5, and everything should be set beyond that point at least. So figured I'd take a guess at that because I believe, like I said, this could be the last week. Going on in-game this week, we do have PvP Brawl, Temple of Hot Mugu going on. That's one thing that they've tried to do this expansion is have all these PvP Brawls constantly going on. It's actually interesting. They actually take data from these Brawls to try to make new battlegrounds and stuff like that. So it's actually kind of interesting. We also have the World Quest bonus event going on. Last time this was up, I actually didn't even do it, even with flying. These World Quests in Shadowlands have just been a huge disappointment, frankly. As someone who did so many World Quests in Legion and BFA, I mean, just so many World Quests, like tens of thousands of World Quests, embarrassing amounts. I just cannot do them often in Shadowlands, so it's very disappointing. There's nothing they can do about it at this point. They'd have to just redo all the World Quests, which doesn't seem very viable. But it's unfortunate, but it is just the reality that we live in. We also have multiple holidays starting up this week. So we have the Harvest Festival. That's like autumn, beginning of fall, beginning of autumn, whatever you call it. That'll be coming up later this week. That's just a little mini holiday. It does last a week, but there's not a ton going on during it, unfortunately. Then we have like a quick little Pirates Day on Sunday, but that's followed up by Brewfest, which is one of the better holidays in the game. I believe last year I actually went back and did Brewfest, because I hadn't done it in years, and possibly did a video about it as well. If you care to check that out, just for something to do. It is actually a fairly enjoyable holiday. We also have the Dire Brew event that people can try to get the mounts and stuff like that from, which people always enjoy doing as well. So it's just one of the better holidays that they have, and this goes on for almost over 2 weeks, I believe. So that should be going on into October, the Brewfest specifically. So that'll start at the very, very end of this week. Other than that, unfortunately, not there's tons of news. So we're in a weird place where there's tons of news going on. Just really small things. So the Legion Mage Tower, my last video, that's not a small thing. That's a big thing. That's why I got a whole video to itself. But there's tons of small things going on coming in 9.1.5. And there's not big news coming out. There's no developer actual Q&A or anything like that they used to do. There's no, there's just nothing huge coming out, which is very unfortunate, especially for creating content. But there's still so many cool things coming out. 9.1.5, I'm still really pumped for it. There just isn't a ton of big news coming out, which is very unfortunate, like I said, because we'll probably have the patch next month or something like that, and then we'll still have a couple more months before we ever get to 9.2, maybe even after Christmas. So that could be quite unfortunate as well. So bit of a drought, but I'm hoping, they keep adding more and more things. When 9.1.5 does go live, doing the Mage Tower will be something really cool to do and do a guide on and stuff like that. So I'm hoping once the 9.1.5 actually hits, there's actually stuff to do. I'm fingers crossed that maybe they sneak in a secret. Just the secret fight in Discord is really itching for one. I know that. So maybe they would. Maybe they can sneak in a secret. That would be pretty cool too. To even just have the Mage Tower redo and a secret to do, that would be pretty good content for a mini patch, in my opinion. So other than that, I mentioned last week my guild was on Painsmith. We still are on Painsmith, although we did get him dangerously low a couple times. So I do expect, assuming everything re-clears correctly and everything, I do expect him to die this week. And then who knows, maybe we get Guardian down as well, because he doesn't take a ton of pulls. So it would depend on how fast we get there. But so that's looking good as well. So hopefully I'll have a Painsmith kill video up as well. So everything's looking pretty good. I'm feeling pretty healthy, in case anybody's worried about me coming back from COVID and stuff like that. I'm feeling pretty good. Still not myself yet, but I'm trying to get there. I have like the COVID brain fog really bad, but yeah, everything else is looking pretty good. If you care to support the videos I make, I'll put a Patreon link below. You can sign up for that if you choose to. And yeah, other than that, that's about it for this video. And everybody, have a good one.